Hello.
Hi. Welcome. Happy Fri-Yay. Friday.
Yay! Fri-Yay!
Woo woo, yay. Is Debbie coming soon? James, yes, we're here. Sorry about that. Because we're having that giveaway, and I was trying to figure out how it's going to play out. So here we are. Sorry for being a little late.
We were trying to do math. It was not easy.
No. And if you knew the math I was trying to do and I was struggling with, you guys would all be laughing.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Psychic math.
Psychic math.
But we are here. We made it. It's so good to see you all, family. And wow, what a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, thing after thing after thing after thing.
It just didn't stop all week.
No.
Big stories.
Big stories. Big stories. And I have been starring questions that have been coming in. And so know that I have them in there. Hopefully I didn't miss any. And but I also wanted to just give a shout out if we could there's this big storm going across the nation right now. So stay safe, stay warm. Keep us posted. Make sure you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that. But other than that, you any stories that struck you? Well, one that was the Queen.
Oh yeah, that's huge,
right? Stripping Philip of the thing, and Andrew, yeah, sorry,
and he hasn't even been found guilty yet, and they're already doing it.
Yeah,
so he's guilty, and worse is to come.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, that says a lot. And in my predictions, that kind of came up about something like this happening. So for 2022, yeah. Any thoughts, Kim?
No, I kind of remember the same thing when I did. I mean, I can't. It's been so long, but I did them like back in November. But the 2022, I also saw a lot of shifting around for the UK. I even thought the Queen might. I didn't think she would pass away, but it felt like she might step down. And it also seemed like there was going to be some shakeups in Parliament, like maybe Johnson would go or something. It just seemed like there was a lot of shakeups in the UK, in the government, in the royal family. So
it
has begun specifically, but basically, yeah, a lot of stuff going on with them. So, but it's interesting. I mean, for her to do that, it basically says, I believe this woman. You know what I mean? It sure makes him look guilty that she did that, you know.
Two people he hung out with,
yeah,
F and Max, both guilty of these things. And they were his friends. He was at their homes. They were in Kensington Palace, or one of them. There's a picture of Maxwell and Kevin Spacey sitting on the thrones, which is so disrespectful. You're not supposed to do that. But they were there with Prince Andrew hanging out.
Yeah.
So it shows you how angry the Queen is for her to do something like that.
Exactly. And yeah. I also got that something, I didn't get that she was going to be passed. I didn't get any deaths really for the royal, but I did get a separation of some sort. And I feel like Andrea is playing out with him. But yeah.
And I also sense that, I know it sounds impossible, but there's almost a plan to go around Charles and give it to William. I don't know how that would play out.
I said this. Well, I didn't say exactly that, but I said either Charles is going to have a very, very short reign or not at all. They'll just
not
go
at all.
over
I
him.
think it's something to do with Andrew too. Like maybe he hung out with them as well. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever it is, we'll find out.
Yeah. And someone just said he's not Prince Andrew anymore. He's just plain old Andrew.
Can you imagine?
Oh,
And this woman's legacy. I mean, she's done this her whole life.
I know.
Servitude her whole life, and her favorite child apparently is Andrew, is going to be one of the last things she has to deal with. Terrible.
It is, and I also to Kim got that she's like holding on because she's not happy. She doesn't want that next person in line to step in. She doesn't think he can do it, and and of course I'm doing the predictions for 2022, and I don't have any of the names right. I just knew that's who I was talking about was that next person, and she's like holding on because she doesn't want him to have it. So I feel like I did feel that she was going to somehow step down, and not die, but somehow
right.
Yeah, but I know she was holding on just because she didn't want him to get it. She's like he's not. She's so disappointed, you guys. She's just so disappointed. Like you said, Andrea, this was her whole life. You guys all know the rules. You know what I mean? It's not that, it is hard if you didn't. I mean, I think it is hard rules to live by, but according, I don't know. Oh, someone just said something about.
Well, and she is, she loves her kids. I'm sure she loves her kids, but she is married to and devoted to her country.
Absolutely.
So, and the monarchy. So anything that would threaten that, it doesn't matter if it's one of the kids. It's like you can't, we can't do this.
Yeah.
I just said that Charles and William were behind Andrew being stripped of the title. Oh, interesting. So they gave the okay, or they gave the thumbs up.
Yeah, I think they probably would have pressed for it. I think it's harder for her, but I was talking to my parents about this because obviously we follow the royals. We're Canadian. We were talking about it tonight, and it's like the military also would have talked to her too, because people had to salute to him. He had a lot of military honors, Prince Andrew, and you can't have that you just can't have that association. So she had to step aside as a mother and make a decision as a queen, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
For the country,
Yeah.
for the military, for the parliament, whatever you have. Imagine, it's already hard enough to be a parent, I'm sure, to have to step out of the parent zone and move into her job. She had to make this happen.
Yeah.
What a strain for her. What a thing he's done.
Yeah. I remember when this first came out, it felt like she had aged overnight. It felt like it literally took years off of her life, because not that she's in her in her 90s or in her late 80s, but she it did feel like it took years off her life. She was devastated by this. So
Yeah.
Yes.
But I felt like when she resolved to the decision, she was very strong. It just unwavering. Like,
and plus the judge in the States said the trial can go forward against Andrew, which also indicates that there's evidence and enough evidence to have a trial. So this is must be so disgraceful for her.
I know.
Yeah. But and just sad, like you said, she's devoted to her. To doing the right thing, and you stepping up to what we're called to do for our country. And anyway, all right. Queen Elizabeth is 95. She will be 96 if she makes in April. She'll be 96.
96. Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
guys. Wow. All right. So another thing, the massive cyber attack hits Ukraine. Is that government?
Yeah, like a bunch of government agencies got hit all at the same time. Yeah.
And so I wanted to kind of check in on this because I feel like they've been pretty active lately doing these things.
And is it Pootie's friend doing it to the Ukraine, probably? Cybering them?
Cyber hits Ukraine. This is yeah, it's a Russia's cyber attack on Ukraine.
Right.
Yeah, Holly says Putin is at work. So what is this about? I mean, we know what it's about, but what do we need to be aware of anything, here with that? How are we going to be responding to this? Because I know that all the little talks they had didn't go over well, but we knew that.
So I'm seeing the Trojan horse. So I almost feel like the stuff they've been doing, like sitting on the border or sitting, how they've been like, he pushed everybody to the border. It's like that was to distract us while they did the cyber stuff. It feels like it was like a Trojan horse. At least that's why I'm if you have a different kind of, if you get something different with that, but that's the first thing that came to me. That's just my interpretation, but I'm seeing the Trojan horse, putting
all their focus on the border because of all the activity and
right.
And I feel like they also had some kind of live ammo exercises right there on the border as well. So really creating some chaos there.
Right.
And so, yeah, that sounds like a Trojan horse to me. So if everybody's focused there, they're
yeah.
Yeah, the corruption of him and his people, like his higher ups. I don't know what. I still think there's a reason why we don't know why he's doing this. This is the white card, so the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they want the Ukraine? I know there's different theories, but I think there's a hidden reason. And I don't know if it's the resources. I think I've seen that before, but I think there's something else. Or this is this attack on the Ukraine, the whole thing wanting to take it over. Maybe that is a sideshow for something else that's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, that could be.
Goosebumps, because it just doesn't make sense.
I'm also getting dominoes. So it has something to do with being. I think Putin maybe thinks it will set off a chain of events.
Exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
That's what I was just feeling. Like one thing leads to another, like the dominoes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's hoping it does something else. Or activates something. It's like
I feel we have some spies in the camp.
Oh.
We have our eyes on it.
You mean insiders that helped to do this in Ukraine?
Oh no, that the U.S. has eyes on it inside.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
This is he thinks this is a chain of events that will be bigger, and he thinks he's going to become leader of much more.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than just pulling the Ukraine in. It's like he thinks he's going to have the whole world, or most of the world, and be the leader of the world.
In the brain.
What?
Yeah, his thinking, Putin's thinking is not right, but we already knew that. But I am. But we're not going to let him get away with it. He's guilty. We're not going to let him get away with this. But this is what Putin's kind of hoping for, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, that we'll do something about it. But we do have eyes on it. We have a plan. The important thing for us is not to react, but to act. Does that
Right.
that's what I'm
Mhm.
hearing. That'll be a challenge. Not to do anything out of a reaction would be important here.
I feel like it's weird. I felt this last night too. I feel like he feels like time is running out. For some reason, he feels like it's lately when I've tapped into Putin the last couple of times, he feels anxious, he feels worried, and he feels rushed. And I feel like, and he never feels like that. I'm all the years, he's never felt like that. He always feels the same, very methodical, very relaxed with his position. He does not have that energy at all. And the last couple times I've looked at him, he seems kind of frantic, rushed, almost manic. But I feel like he feels like for some reason time is running out. So we may see, and I feel like he's going to make mistakes because of that. He's going to make mistakes because he's frantic. He's not thinking things through like he normally does. But why he thinks time is running out, I haven't quite put my finger on, but I feel like he feels that way. Like time is running out. I need to move this along.
Yeah, I got darkness, storm, future. So there is something, and then a lot of money and corruption.
Yeah.
Do you think it's one of those things that he knows he's going to be done soon, one way or the other, and if I can't stay here and have everything, I'll destroy it, so no one can? Is it something like that?
It could be. I kind of feel like it has to do with maybe the because they've had these sanctions and these kind of personal sanctions on their money and on the other oligarchs, and it almost feels like they gave him a time limit and said, you better straighten this out. And to me, it kind of feels like something like that,
like a threat for him to get it done.
Yeah, like he has a period of time to fix this, or to make things happen, or to give what he said, or to make happen what he's always said would happen. It's like they kind of, that's at least kind of what, because it feels like that, like I'm rushed. I only have a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And he screwed up with 45 because 45 is not in power. So I think he thought that was going to be easy breezy,
Right.
And that's not happening now.
Right.
Yeah. I also did a deep dive on Putin not too long ago, and a lot of things that you're saying right now really fit with the reading.
Oh, okay.
With this whole urgency type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He didn't like any of his talks. You know what I mean? He's not happy, and so he's just bringing it on here. With this connection, he has a tower, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Cups there, and it's just bringing in that. He does feel it is moving fast against him. Whatever this tower is, it's moving fast, and that's where that urgency is. And trying to make deals, but it's not, the deals aren't happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I just heard escape route. So I think he might be planning his own escape route if
Ooh.
this doesn't work or something. I think he's planning an escape of some kind.
I feel what you're saying is that he's never seemed panicked before. Right? He's always been very stoic,
always.
and you can sense that energy, but now it feels like someone who's scared.
Yep.
Or running out of time, sweating, really sweating it right now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to be watching this next 2 weeks, how this plays out a little more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm sensing here. All right.
But you could be right, Andrea, that and if all else fails, he's just going to burn it all down because he's just going to be mad.
Uh-huh.
And if I can't have it, nobody will. I know he feels that way. It is a couple of times my guides showed me Hitler with him. One reason is because, for entertainment purposes only, by the way. For one thing I felt like was that his departure from the earth would be a kind of a period at the end of a sentence of this kind of like all this kind of Trump stuff and the all of the dictators, showing up in all these different countries. It just feels like that his departure is going to be the period at the end of all that. So it's almost, and it is like a Hitler thing, how that his death kind of marked the end of the war.
Yeah.
And the end of that, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it's because they kept showing me Hitler, but I think that another Hitler trait that they might be, have kind of showed that for me was because he's also kind of I'll just burn it all down then, if meaning Russia. Like Hitler, it was like he started bombing Germany, right? But at the very end, he was like, nobody's going to take anything then. And I think they're saying he has that side to him. He has that trait.
And they know that. The people around him know this. And that's kind of what came out in the reading I did, the deep dive with him. Is that I feel like they know. It's almost like they're in cahoots with, for entertainment purposes only, but like
Exactly.
they're in cahoots too. Like there's some this might be where your horse is coming from, because I feel like there's some people behind the scenes from like Biden and his people. They're working in cahoots to harness this whole thing.
Oh, interesting.
Does that make sense? I mean, something like that. It wasn't like super clear, but I was getting a sense of that. And I'm like, well, okay.
Well, I get the feeling that the oligarchs will pretty much do anything to stay oligarchs, to keep their money, protect their money and protect their stuff. So if Putin's not working with them, or if Putin's not working out for them, they'll go with who is going to work out with them.
Yep.
Okay. So
because they want their stuff. They want their money.
I feel like there's a bunch of this stuff going on behind the scenes. There's layers of this, but that might be that Trojan horse feeling you were getting. Could be.
Right.
We'll watch it. We're going to be watching it play out. We can, obviously, all of us will be looking into this energy again. But
yeah, for sure.
All right. We can go to the stars now. I have some stars all starred. Love it. All right. First of all, before we go to the stars, I wanted to bring up one of our fellow brothers here, Ripe Color, Jeffrey. You guys know him? So he's one of our he reads with
okay.
with us
Yeah.
from New York. He had a fire, his apartment building on fire, and he barely escaped.
Oh
And
God.
and so so it's devastating. I don't. It seems like he lost pretty much everything. So if I'm just giving a shout out to the community here because y'all know him, Ripe Color, Jeffrey.
Was he in that? Was that the Bronx fire or the one that was in the news, the big one?
It just happened.
Oh dear.
What is with all these house fires all of a sudden?
That doesn't sound right, does it?
Isn't that weird?
It doesn't.
It's like it's so weird. It all of a sudden, like, I mean, I'm sure fires happen, but it just seems like recently there've been so many right in a row.
Yeah.
And death with them, because a lot of times you'll have fires, but you won't have death because we have fire alarms now. We have, such great technology, but
Yes.
it's so weird that people and children have died. It's just awful.
It's awful.
Yeah, very
sad. So so Jeffrey at Ripe Color on PayPal for anybody who wants to help him and donate.
Yeah,
so I know I jumped right on it as soon as so far I don't know of any GoFundMe's. We're just donating through his PayPal to help him out.
Okay.
And lots of prayers and hugs to him. He's also an artist, so all his art stuff.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah.
Well, thank you I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah. So he lives in a 5th floor walk up, lost about everything.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Susan. So yeah. Okay, so he has a separate. Okay, so we don't know this one, Brenda. But Nancy Jean has it.
Okay.
So we'll check that out if he has a separate one.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So blessings, and just so sad when one of our community gets hit like that.
Yeah.
I hope that Sheila will keep us posted. Sheila. Okay. All righty. Connie. I love how our family words these things. And okay, so James, I need you to reword that and take the word death out of it so I can put it in the lineup. Thank you. All right. That idiot Stuart Rhodes was charged with sedition. Is this the house of cards falling and exposing the former guy? Thank you, Karen. So Celtic Tarot-Sheila has posted the information on her community page. Celtic Tarot-Sheila.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a bed and breakfast. Anyway. Okay. Just breaks my heart. Okay.
Yeah.
Airbnb. Thank you. Oh, Stuart Rhodes.
Oh, I got a hit this afternoon.
Okay.
When I was cleaning, about the fact that I saw a bunch of people filing like personal lawsuits against like the Proud Boys, that like different groups and individuals for their injuries, for people that didn't make it out, maybe that police officer, the one that, had the heart attack. but they were like civil lawsuits. So, but I felt like it would kind of like it really hurt them financially, and it reminded me of when they sued the KKK and got rid of the KKK through that suing them.
Yeah.
But I did see a bunch of lawsuits coming for those groups, and then for individuals like this guy,
Yeah.
the heads of them. So we can wait and see if that happens. But I did see that, and yeah. So I think in a way, yeah, it is the House of Cards falling, because I think it's just going to be more and more of the same.
Yes. I am seeing the same thing. I also feel yeah, I keep hearing the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
The beginning of the end.
And of course they're working their way to Trump. That's what they are. If whether they say it or not, they are. They definitely are.
I see them flipping on each other as well as each one gets picked off. This guy going to flip on someone else. It's all going to lead up to Big Daddy there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Well, that's it, right? All of these guys, they talk really big until they're actually in the hot seat, and then they just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was their downfall. They're just stuck. They're stuck in a rut. They're stuck in the past. They can't move. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this mentality, that's what got them here in the first place. Mm-hmm. But they're stuck, and also beyond just that, they're stuck. And here's another stuckness. They are caught. They stuck. There's nothing they can do. And here they are sitting there, and they're like, well, here's blah, blah. It may take a minute if they do turn on each other. I don't know. They just may hold steady, but it will be their demise. It almost doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean, of course, they're going to work them and try, but it is just complete chaos and conflict. And
yeah, I got the plan for the January 6th attack and the money. The FBI or whatever, discovering all this stuff, finding all the answers, 10 of Swords for, look at this, Ivanka and 45.
Oh my gosh.
And then an announcement coming out about
there
them.
you go. There you go. Wow.
I mean, there is only one person who could have planned this. Who's the only one to gain? It was him.
Right. Exactly.
Nobody else. I mean, sure, some of his sidekicks would gain from it, but who would have gained the most? Him.
Thank you, James. Yeah, but anyways,
and there's only one person who could have stopped it too. You know,
there you go.
He could have stopped it. He didn't. Why? Because he wanted it to happen. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think he really thought it was going to work. That's how kind of caught up in the illusion. They had been planning this it wasn't like he lost the election and they started planning. I feel like they had been planning it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you're right about that.
It's not wild. Well,
like the beginning stages started, they had it kind of in place because that's another thing is they thought that, that they would be able to I guess cheat and win again. That it was gonna work.
Right.
But we showed up, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Which we need to continue to show up, guys. Numbers. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you for that.
Pamela's saying since his first impeachment, they may have been planning it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense because, that makes sense to what I sense. It wasn't just an overnight, let's plan this. It was a long time planning. Like I see camps and I see, you know what I mean? You know how you have these secret little camps where you go together and that could be metaphor, but in general, when you have something like that, it's been building and building and building, and they've been training.
Well, in these groups, for years they've been looking for a fight, right? They do their drills and they play soldier and they get their stuff and they get their guns and they, run around and do basically LARPing with, with ammo. And they've been wanting something like this for the longest time.
Right.
In a way, they manifested it, right? Mm-hmm. They wanted something that violent they could take part in and feel important on, for a day. But this guy, I actually feel like he is going to do time.
Oh, yes.
And serious time. So
serious time.
Yeah. Because I'm
the guy with the
want to make an example of him.
The eye patch?
Is he the eye patch guy? Yeah. The oath guy?
Yep.
LARPing.
It is though, right? It's LARPing with guns. It is. That's what it is. They've been doing this for years, and now it's like this was their opportunity to have their fantasy come true, and so they jumped on board. But I think it was a really, really bad mistake.
Well, they wanted a civil war again. They didn't even. They don't care. They don't care.
Right.
They want this, like you said.
Chaos.
They literally. Anastasia says live action role play. Yeah.
Exactly. LARPing.
Yeah.
Oh, people are like, what is LARPing?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
She's saying, yeah.
I mean, you basically do it with like wizards and fairies and stuff like that, but this is like with live ammo and camo and being ridiculous.
Okay, got it.
He shot himself in the eye?
What?
It's not funny, but it's not really funny. Somebody said he shot himself in the eye. Maybe that's why he's got the patch over it. I mean, come on.
Why would you follow a guy who shot himself in the eye?
I'm saying. Like, just everything I hear about it, it's like, yep. Mm-hmm.
Beck says, spoiling for a fight.
Spoiling for a fight. Exactly. Oh, he dropped a loaded gun.
Wow.
Okay.
You might think at that point, you'd think, maybe guns aren't a really, or maybe I'm not meant to play with guns. Maybe somebody's trying to tell me something. Gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Awful.
I'm going to turn my heater off real quick. We got snow here today, guys.
Did you really? Wow.
But it didn't stick.
No. I think we're heading to a mega minus tonight. I think it was supposed to be minus 25 or something.
So nothing stuck yet.
Ooh, minus 30.
What? Is that 30 Celsius or 30?
What do I go by here? I like to go by Celsius. So minus 30 Celsius.
Yeah. So when you say minus 30 to us, because we're all Fahrenheits, most of us, we're like, what? Can you live?
Let's see. I don't know what Fahrenheit is.
Brenda says he went to Yale, this guy.
He went to Yale? Oh my God.
Well,
he went.
Do we have proof of that? Because I don't know about
that. Because
like he cleaned the bathrooms there. Like what?
He drove up and turned around.
Yeah.
I went to Yale once too, but I mean,
Is there a bar called Yale? Or you guys are funny. I was reading some of the
So
comments.
cold.
When somebody said, oh, there it is. Smiling Heart said, Red Rubber BB gun is the kid. He shot his eye out.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody said that Linda calls him the one-eyed pickle eater.
I like
So
pickles.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It sounds funny. So
It does sound funny.
That sounds funny.
Okay, so
Minus 30
pickle eater.
Celsius is minus 22 Fahrenheit.
negative 22. That is just.
Oh,
I think
wow.
I've been in like negative 10. I think anything under negative 2 is just great.
It's when it makes your nose stick together when you breathe in. He goes,
Yeah, you just. I mean,
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's.
Karen says it's supposed to be negative 25 tomorrow Fahrenheit.
Oh my gosh, that is just too cold. That's too cold.
Arctic blast. Okay.
Oh, I guess OAN TV, OAN is being dropped by DirecTV.
Good. Yeah.
Anyways, I know there was another comment that I saw, and I'm like, oh. But anyways, space heaters, I guess. Yeah, I can't imagine being that. Oh, Carrie says it's negative 7.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, you guys stay warm.
Yeah, that's cold.
Lots of snuggling with the kitties.
Yep. And Jessica says anything under 40 is offensive, but I'm from California. Yes, exactly. Exactly my point.
How I feel
today with flurries, but nothing really stuck on the ground. Okay. So I wanted to say before we move on that at the end, because I don't think we said this, at the end of tonight, we're going to be doing our giveaway. We're going to be giving away 2 decks of cards, and the Lilac Lantern Tarot made. And so we are going to be giving that away tonight. Super excited and so grateful.
Well, it's the Clarifier deck.
Yep.
And the Oracle deck.
Which are both so awesome. So we're going to be doing that at the end. So make sure to stick around till the end. And yeah, yay for giveaways.
Yay.
Yay. All right. So to the question, why is Tulsi Gabbard back in the news?
Who is this
person? Trashing American people and Biden. Tulsi Gabbard, what is she up to? What's going on here?
She's an American politician and United States Army Reserve officer. Okay. Anything else?
Is she running for what?
I guess she's just been trashing American people and Biden.
Using her freedom of speech to the hilt there. What's going on with her? What's her game plan here? Using her little platform, trashing America.
When she was running for president during the primaries, I read on her and I got not even really negative, just like not really positive on her. And I got such a backlash from, no, I don't think it was early on. So it was a backlash from people, but I stopped talking. I just said, I'm not going to talk about her because clearly there's something about her that I don't understand or know. So I'm just, that's it. I'm not talking about her anymore. So be warned, be warned, people.
So, yeah, the one from Hawaii. Yeah, I don't think, you know what, Kim, I think a lot of people kind of felt some edge to that, but couldn't place their thumb on it, like
Right.
what you're talking about.
Well, she she served in the military. She is a Democrat, kind of a Manchin Democrat, kind of in name only in a lot of ways, but I actually do feel like she'll run for president again. So maybe she's already starting to kind of get in that mode, because I actually do think she's going to run again. I'm seeing a picture of a person sitting behind someone else throwing popcorn, like throwing popcorn at them. I feel like that's just like she likes to annoy, ruffle feathers. She likes to be the one to poke, at people, annoy people.
Mm-hmm.
That she likes being in that position. So clearly she's doing that now, but it's what she does, I guess.
Yeah, and I also feel with that, Kim, that they're trying to get back on the billboard here.
Mm-hmm.
I see her running, but not winning.
Yeah, no, she won't win.
She's
a Democrat, and she's melting off about Biden.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So she's stuck on an island, and she's just boiling up over there. She's stuck on that island. She wants out, so she's exploring her options. But she's stuck there. Look at she's connected.
I get stuck too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So she wants to break things up.
Yeah.
Cause some chaos here. But you know what, you guys? I feel like we're going to find something out on her, because there's some puppet master here, and she has blood on her hands. So I feel like something's going to...
Oh, interesting. Oh, there's Angel Light.
Angel Light on.
I was saying my Angel Light is back.
We couldn't see it before with your backdrop, which was absolutely fun and beautiful, though.
Oh, thank you. It was the only thing I could think to do, because I knew I was going to have a situation where I was not in this room for a while. So, but yeah.
Yeah, she's in this dragon's lair. Look, it's frozen, and she's stuck in the mud. So she's trying to.
That's the.
Literally, while you're saying, I was looking at these cards. I'm like, oh my god, and she's trying to throw her strength around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not going to be
trying to get her name on the marquee.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, notice me. I'm over here.
That's the other thing, right? Yeah. Notice me. Pay attention. Exactly.
But you want to be on the right side of history, so I'm not sure what cards she thinks she's playing here.
You do, except that clearly money is more important to people. I don't know if they just don't care about history, or they think that, I don't know what they're thinking, but clearly people like money and power, and that's it. Mansion and cinema. I just think, what is the game plan here? They're going to look terrible in the eyes of history, just terrible. And yet there they go,
Ooh, someone's going to blow the whistle on her and gifts and money received.
Ooh. Very interesting.
Yeah, dark phase for her.
So, someone is talking up here. Yeah. So, Delilah, we're talking about Tulsi Gabbard. She's different than Gabby from Arizona. Just want to make sure you knew. Just wanted to make sure you knew that. Okay. All right. So we're done with her. We're done with
Yes,
her.
we are done with her.
Done with her.
Go away.
Moving on.
Take your bad energy elsewhere,
Ugh,
Chelsea.
you're not playing the right cards there. All right. Here's the new chair. Apparently loves DeJoy. Will his reign ever end?
What in the world is with this?
So I read today, wasn't Biden trying to get rid of him and had three
Yeah.
other nominees?
Yes.
And then this new person is, oh, no. Let's leave him in place.
What in the what is this? I want to read on it. I want to read on this chair. I want to see what's up with this chair. What's going on?
Why?
Oh. Mm-mm. I don't feel good about him or her, whoever it is.
I think there's something on this new chair. Somebody, perhaps foreign, might have something on him.
Yeah. Smoke screen. Boo. Weirdo. I'm just saying what the cards.
Oh, yeah.
Weirdo. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Because when I first was looking at him and I said, "Oh," because I see, I feel that, the cold, sweaty hands feel to him.
Mm-hmm.
In general, and I saw like the changing of money, like here you go, like that. But he's definitely part of the circus here.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He is smoke screen, camouflage. But he's being watched. I do feel like he's being watched. Whenever I have the repairman coming in, people aren't blind to this.
Right.
But I don't know why anybody would want to throw themselves out into the circus when they know the circus tent is coming down. Right?
It's crazy, isn't
Well,
it?
they have something on the new chair, right?
Yes, Catherine, thank you. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine.
And he's like the others who just have to go along with it because they don't want the stuff coming out about them. Which is dumb because it's going to anyways.
I just heard a deal. So maybe they made a deal of some kind. I know that DeJoy he owns like a company that's in competition with the post office, like a UPS kind of thing. But I'm hearing a deal. So I wonder if, I don't know, he made a deal with this new chair to, if you don't get rid of me, I'll do this and this and this for you. I don't know what the new chair, I don't know anything about the new chair, though. I don't know what he does for a living or anything about him, but I'm hearing a deal. There's something a deal has been struck.
Yeah. And that makes sense to the passing off of money under the table.
Yeah.
Boo. Okay. Will he get caught? Will this? Why? At the cost of so many, I mean,
They don't care. These people that
care.
are up high and stuff and corrupt, they don't care if you don't get your mail. They don't care about the average person.
And it's been taking forever. That if you don't, do like UPS or Amazon, it takes forever. I'm still waiting for a present. Cassie got me back in beginning of November. It's still not here. I just got, like last week, I just got a Christmas gift from my sister. She ordered that in November. It's like, it's terrible if you don't go through. He's doing a terrible job. He's really made things difficult for the post office. And it used to be such a good system.
I don't know what this means because I put all the cards back in to this 111 card deck. And these 3 cards came out again right next to each other. And that it's like almost impossible because I separate them out completely and then shuffle.
Oh my gosh.
Circus, thief, and smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke screen.
Yeah, they're creating some kind of thing and they're stealing from behind the scenes.
They are stealing. Yes. Okay, Andrea.
Yeah.
Yes. They have a network of stealing behind. So they're going to protect this.
Yeah. Because I got the money. Corruption. I also think there's a woman they both know. So whether they're related or there's some woman they both know. But I would say they are raking in the money behind the scenes with this chaos somehow. Is there insurance? If your mail doesn't come, is there like insurance?
You have to pay for insurance if you want insurance on your mail.
Does his wife own the insurance company? I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's a web of garbage.
Yeah, it is just so off kilter. That's all. That's the end.
And once again, the American taxpayers or the American people pay, right? It always comes down to, us getting squeezed or getting thrown under the bus or what, you know what I mean? It's never, it's got to change.
It doesn't make any sense. Even like for me, looking at it from Canada, how do you keep this guy when we saw what happened with the mail in the United States for the last?
I mean, it's in your face. It's in
like,
our face, and yet still there he sits. So weird.
There's some kind of racket going on.
There is a racket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they're being watched. But what good does that do?
Well,
I know it's so strange because the Democrats, and these, when we look at probabilities, right? We're looking when we're predicting something. We're looking at our guides are showing us probabilities. What's probably or what is like kind of what we're pushing for. On the other side, this is what we're kind of behind, or this is what we support. So that's what we're seeing. And I feel like the Democrats were kind of given this opportunity to do these different things. And they are acting like they don't have power, which is so weird because Republicans, even when they don't have power, they act like they have power. So I just feel like the Democrats have to they've got to harness what they've got right now and use it, because if they don't, then they don't. It's not like it can be spirit supported, and still, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, that's it. It doesn't get done. They need to start playing a little tougher, because if they don't pass voting rights, which last night when I looked at it, looked like I felt like they passed one, but not two. I don't know if it's in two forms or they're going to split it and pass one and not the other, something like that. I got them passing one, but say they didn't, people aren't going to come out and vote for them. If they don't get the stuff done that we want them to do, people aren't going to vote for them. They're just not,
Yeah.
It's a big ask to vote, to stand in line for hours and vote in a pandemic. And yet people did it.
Yeah.
And they deserve to get what they voted for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. I'll get off my soapbox now.
you stay on that soapbox.
Yeah.
And I'll be running for governor
Reach on.
Kim for president.
I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but still, it's so aggravating. So I'm like, they do have spirit support behind them. They do have the people's support behind them. Just
It's like
do it.
just really like surface on the surface. It's like the Democrats are polite and don't think the other team will play dirty, when that's really what it seems like the
That's
other team
all
is
they
only
do.
doing for entertainment purposes only. So they have to like play aggressive.
I think they're trying
Exactly.
to be smart. They're just trying to outsmart them. We got to play smarter.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I do feel he's gonna have to leave. I do. So I do see that coming in, guys. So don't worry about that. The ending, right? And we'll get back to getting our mail like we're supposed to.
Yay, our flowers arrived.
Teddy bears are going to bring your mail.
But they are.
I always felt like he would leave as well, Debbie. I always felt like, but it did feel like it was going to be a hard fight to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yes.
But it clearly is and is going to be.
I remember when I first read on that, I was confused because I was just like, I thought they were supposed to leave, right? And plus he's a criminal, but no. And when I read on it, and it was just like going to be this fight, I'm like, a fight? How? I was so confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel they're going to do some revamping though of the mail system. Once we gain control of it, they're going to do some revamping and get it back. I feel like it's going to be better down the road. It won't be immediate, but I have the Hermit and the Fool card together, which is a good combo for positive change. So.
Well, and he was part of the conspiracy to steal the election. So I'm hoping he'll be called to have to testify, because he was the one that started gathering up all the mailboxes and, getting rid of them and wouldn't allow us to vote. But you know what I mean? It's like he was involved. So hopefully.
And that's a good point, because the elections are coming up again. Mm-hmm. Right?
That's right.
There's that smoke screen.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you see the train? I think it was in Los Angeles. A train full of mail and packages was ransacked by a group of whomever. And there is litter everywhere. There's boxes and envelopes everywhere, all over the train yard, because they ripped through everything to see if it was of value. So
there was like a train heist, like in the olden days.
Yes. So is that
what?
Yes. Is that just another thing, like not securing?
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
What in the world?
Let me show you.
That's right, Renee. They dismantled the mail sorters to slow down the mail. Then they got rid of the mailboxes. That's right.
If you can see, but see all the mail all strewn all over the train tracks and all that.
Oh my gosh. There's my present from Cassie. It's in there somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Los Angeles.
Oh my gosh.
Horrifying.
Cargo thieves.
It is, Lisa. It's like it's like in the Wild West. What is going on?
And it says it's been happening as the trains slow down. They get in there and start picking through I mean, look at all of the packages
Oh
and mail.
my
And
gosh.
so, and the sin of it is they're just ripping through it looking for something they could sell, probably, or money.
Yeah.
And you
Right.
might have someone's heartfelt card, or, just thrown away, or a sentimental gift just tossed. What a shame.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is it's going to
Awful.
get better. They're going to have to start securing the railway.
Right. Well, how did they stop train heists back in the day? How did they stop
Yeah.
those?
Billy the
Do
Kid,
that.
or whoever it is, robbing the trains. And shouldn't
Exactly.
the mail be within a container as well? Like, what is
Well,
it? Just sitting
yeah.
on the chairs, like open?
What's happening?
It's so weird.
Yeah,
It's so
someone paying
strange.
them to destroy the mail. Yeah, people's paychecks or medicine or whatever could be.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Lisa's hoping you get your present at least by your birthday, whenever that is.
Yes, by October, I hope so.
I do. All right. Well, geez. Well, we do have some promise here that it will get better eventually.
Good.
Okay. Oh, okay. See. All right. Oh, I'm like reading it. It's not even on. It's okay. It's Fri-Yay.
Fri-Yay.
Fri-Yay. Exactly, Renee. All the people who even are, especially the bandits.
Train bandits. What a world, honestly. You hear something and you're like, yeah, sounds about right nowadays. Just
Nothing is shock anymore, and that's bad.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, people robbing trains. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't even know there were mail trains. Did you? It makes sense.
No.
But I didn't know.
Yeah. I thought I know the planes and stuff. I never even thought trains, but that makes sense. Apparently, somebody knew that there was trains.
It's just wild.
Okay, my son wants to know if invisibility cloaking was stolen by
us from the aliens at Roswell. Ooh, you're talking my language now. Aliens going here.
Okay, so the question is, they think the aliens stole some stuff from us?
No, did the US or did people steal invisibility cloaking from the aliens at Roswell?
Okay. See?
Assuming they were using it or on their spaceship or something. Did we discover it, we as in people, Earthlings, and steal it? Presumably the US government or whoever was down there.
Okay, because I every time I read it backwards for some reason. Okay. Well, I mean, I am dyslexic, so that makes sense, but still. Okay. Did they use?
It feels more like what do you do when you work something backwards? Like they didn't steal it because they had to figure it out. So they had to reverse engineer it or something, figure out how to do it. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm feeling it was more of a. I don't see stealing here at all. I feel like it was more of a. Learn about this. And I when I was seeing that, I was seeing the Two of Pentacles, and I thought in my head, to me in this reading, it would be like a give and take. It was kind of like, here you go. what can you do with this or whatever. It was kind of like purposely shown, and so we could start. And then I threw cards, and the first card out was the Two of Pentacles.
Oh, wow.
So something to do with that. I don't feel like it was stolen, though.
I keep getting the word formula. So maybe they got part of a formula, or I don't know.
Yeah, they don't. I don't feel they have it quite.
Yeah, no.
But
they have part of the formula. Maybe they took part of the formula, or they had part of it.
I have the Temperance coming in reverse, and that's their challenge. And it's just like they just don't have everything they need. It's just not balanced yet out, whatever that is. They're seeing that they have all this technology, and we want it. So we're getting pieces of it, but it's not quite balanced out. And there's still much to be known. It's too much hidden. Not quite.
Yep.
So.
And this technology's futuristic, let's say, out of this world technology. So it's hard for us, I think, as humans to understand what they've found and to piece it together, because it's a completely different entity. Like it's a whole other, I don't even know how to, it's not like trying to learn French or, Spanish or English. It's like a whole other conceptual foreign thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
Well, good question. I do sense, though, that in the right timing, it will be revealed to them, like to help them help us bring it into balance or whatever. And that technology, I think they'll reveal it and help, but it's not time yet.
I think that sounds right. That feels right, Debbie.
We have a non-believer in the house. Did you see that, Andrea?
No. What did they say?
Aliens do not exist.
Now, what kind of fun is that?
Yeah, it's Bobby's Zeta.
Bobby.
And then I grew up. Yeah. Anyway.
Do not spoil our fun, Bobby. We're not having it on Fri-Yay.
It's happy Fri-Yay.
We're not having it.
Just the mathematical odds that we are the only planet in the entire universe or universes or whatever it is. We don't even know where we live. And we're the only species like this in the whole place for billions of years. I'm sorry that the odds are completely against that to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there has to be other life that is like us, intelligent life forms.
Yeah.
Well, not that we're intelligent as humans, but
oh yeah, Don Daniels is here in the house. He can he's like, what, dude? Let me tell you. Anyway. All right, we'll do another question, and then we can do. I know there's like so many questions, you guys. Thank you for all these questions. And then let's see.
No, you don't have to be pressed to believe in aliens, but I think just statistically speaking,
you do you, of course. We already did that one. Did that one. I just want to put this up here. She wrote that earlier, and I thought that's so sweet.
Aww.
Love.
All right, here we go. All right.
Governor of Iowa. So she's a Republican, Kim Reynolds, Republican governor of Iowa, apparently not feeling well. Will she sort of leave her role and a Democrat come through? That's sort of the ask. Will she leave her role?
Will she leave her role? Will she be arrested? What's the story here? So I think James wants her out. We need a Democrat in there. What's going on with her?
Okay. Kim Reynolds, governor of Iowa.
I feel like she's a hard person to keep down. Hard woman to keep down.
I feel like the powers that be want her there right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she'll leave leave now. They want her there for some reason, but I do feel like Iowa will turn blue eventually. To me, it almost feels like how Texas feels, which is like it's teetering on the edge more than we think. So it'll get there. But I feel like the powers that be want her in place for some reason, so she may stay her term.
Yeah. You know, and she's caught up with the devil here. She's a hard person to keep down, but I don't see her making it in the end. But she's caught up here. When you have justice in reverse, literally, it's like caught up in the red tape type of deal. And so with the devil, she's caught up. She's caught up in that whole thing. She's loyal to like I think of 45 or whatever, but she's loyal to the devil.
Right.
And but I don't. You have the Two of Pentacles. It's kind of like this, but here's the last card out, the Eight of Cups. This is the outcome. This is a walking away card.
So eventually she will go.
Eventually
she will go.
We got the future for her is going to be quite sour.
Ooh.
You can see blue is going to be coming in the future for Iowa. I think it's going to be a man, possibly just a matter of time.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. We have time for one more. Let's see. So, Kim, you have a new puppy.
Yes, I do. His name is Luca. He's our foster, but I think it's going to be a foster fail because we're falling in love with him. And he has to have a surgery, so we're going to see him like through his surgery. We said we'd like see him and there. I can talk more about that another time. But so yes, and he is such a sweetheart.
Is he there in the room?
The doll. He's not here. He usually goes and he runs hot, so he likes to lay on the when I have the heater on, he goes and lays on like the tile floor. He likes the Mexican tile. He's like lays on there because he gets kind of hot when the heater's on. But
is his surgery simple? Is it something simple?
It's like a hip and leg surgery. So as soon as it is like a one-time thing. So as soon as it's done, it's done. But it is quite expensive. And so the SPCA they're trying to raise money for it right now because he's a foster. So, but I may be doing something on my channel to
I
help.
was just gonna
with,
say,
try to help with that.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But I'll talk about that yet. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But yeah, so
sweet puppy.
but he's a sweetheart.
What a home for him to be able to be in with you. So
yes. Oh, I hope that he feels lucky. We feel lucky to have him.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Aw.
I think it's kind of funny that you would think that you were going to be able to foster a kitty. I mean, not a cat, kitty, a dog.
I know my heart was in the right place.
Yes.
My heart's in the right place, but clearly there's too much heart.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I tried. I did try.
So there's several questions with some cinema in it, and so this is one that's kind of in the middle. They want to, there's a question about, will cinema run for president? Will cinema be the reason that voting rights will not pass? Because so let's do a reading on cinema. See what's up, because there's the other one is what else here? I felt like there was more.
She's one of those people that as soon as I see her on TV, I just turn the channels. I can't with her. I can't with Mansion anymore. They just so aggravating.
Oh.
So irritating that two Democrats from, those states could just have so much power. It's crazy.
It's just crazy.
To derail so much. Crazy.
Yeah, Brenda says, I can't even do volunteer work because I cry about the dogs when I leave the shelter.
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Because it's pure love. It's just pure love.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is. Deb says, I learned a new cute term today. If you have a cat and a dog, you're bipedal.
Cute. That's really cute.
Yeah.
There's something about cinema falling down. Something about, I hope figuratively and literally, that would be hilarious. But there's something about her falling down. And so I think she's going to make some kind of mistake, and it's going to affect her greatly.
I feel like she's losing a lot of support. She's losing a lot of friends. She's losing a lot of support. Her constituent and any, like, whatever game she decided she had to play is not her friend.
So maybe that's what it is then. Maybe it's what she's doing now is a misstep, and she is not, it's going to affect her greatly, negatively.
Yeah.
She thinks quite highly of herself.
She sure does.
She really does, but people are starting to not trust her. She will end up going away. She's going to get not just stabbed in the back, but in the front.
Ooh.
And I think it has to do with 45. Who she's been in bed with. When that comes out, when that legally comes out, she can't defend herself. And then she goes. So I don't know what she's been doing.
It never pays off to be involved with Donald Trump. Have they not figured that out yet?
I mean,
it is like anybody who gets involved with him is ruined.
And he doesn't care either.
And he doesn't care. And yeah, he just keeps on, keeping on. But yeah, he definitely doesn't care, and he definitely won't help you in any way. It just, yeah.
I feel
But yeah,
like she
she's so
wants to
different.
be seen as a certain type of person or seen one way, or she has this unhealthy desire to be this person, the Queen of Pentacles.
Yeah, I have her. Yeah, she's
Mm.
trying to be this thing
She,
or thinks very highly of herself.
yeah, she totally does. Look at her. She's going after that. She just and not very maturely, obviously. She's losing everyone, losing that. She's making this is a bad choice. She's trying to get away with I don't know. She's getting away with something. She's trying to hide. She's hiding something. Like I think you tapped into this, Kim, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah, she's. But the first thing that came out, Andrea, was, whoa, she really does. She thinks she's all that. This face, look at her.
Yep.
She thinks she's invincible.
Do you know if she grew up in poverty or
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody knows if that's right, but I feel like there's something about that as well. Like not a little bit like Melania, kind of like I'm not going to be poor again. I don't care what I have to do. I am not going to be poor again.
Yeah. I've read that for her before. So
I don't know. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. But again, this is what we see. Some King of Wands taking her down.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Ten of Swords. You got that too, Andrea, right?
Yep.
Oh, she grew up very poor and worked to get out of it with a master's and PhD. Okay. Yeah. Because that's what it feels like. She grew up in poverty and was like, I'm not going back. I don't care what I have to do, what I have to sell, what I have to do. Yeah. I don't care. So I think that's what she's doing as well. So someone clearly, like they said, like dark money, something. She's working for somebody. She's doing somebody's bidding for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's just, yeah, she's like Kim said, there's that, I am not going back there. She's trying to get away with something.
And some people said she's wants to run for president.
That she's not even
a president that doesn't do stuff. I mean, what is she going to run on? All she's done is block stuff and stop stuff. So I don't get it.
Yeah, no one will want her.
No,
everyone gets stuff done.
She's going about it all the wrong ways. Yeah.
She was homeless growing up.
Okay.
In 2018, she made $32,000 a year. Now she makes $1 million. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that alone is like, there's a red flag.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whoa.
Red flag.
Well, good for her coming from down below and making her way up, but need to make good choices, Cinema.
Good point. People in Congress and presidents and all that, they shouldn't make very much money because you should want to do it for the love and the, your country and all that, not because
the people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, there's so much more. I mean, thank you for all the questions, and I'm sorry if I didn't get to your questions, but there was a boatload tonight. So, but we do have the weekend. We have Sunday. We'll be addressing questions. So hopefully we'll hit some of your questions that we didn't hit tonight. There's a lot happening. We all have been feeling it, especially the impasse, all this stuff pushing edge. We feel it. We've been dreaming it. We've been anxiety and all of that. So know that is happening and things are being pressed through. It's going to be uncomfortable just a little bit longer, but I feel some pressure release coming in the next few weeks. So this is good.
And let's keep our vibrations up and positive.
Exactly.
So that's what we're going to do right now with this giveaway.
Yes.
Yay, yay. And the first deck here, and it came in a little
bag.
Little bag. I'm trying to get it out. So here's the brand new deck.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Stop listening to negative and tune into positive.
It's
Good message from this beautiful deck that someone's going to win right now.
So that's a lovely oracle deck that yours truly made. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Black Lantern made this beautiful deck. And
That's great.
It is such an awesome deck.
Yeah, it's beautiful, Andrea.
Thank you.
So, what do we do?
Why
do I have 38?
You had picked a timestamp.
Oh yeah, 38 minutes. Okay. So I wrote it down, 38 minutes. And so let me go to 38 minutes. So I'm going to do that. So guys, I'm going to go 38 minutes in.
Oh, you can do that? You can do it after. How can you do it now?
You just scroll up, right?
What?
Yeah, because the times are on the
I have the times here.
Oh,
the time is next to the name.
Yeah.
So you can see.
Go 30. So 38 minutes in would be 5:36. It would be
6:08.
6:08.
Right?
Thank you. And 6:08, and then once I get to 6:08, I'm going to count down 3. So the third. So this is very random, you guys. Very random.
We picked numbers before the show
and we should say 6:08 Mountain Time, right? Because you're Mountain Time.
Yeah, 6:08 Mountain Time. I'm almost there. Almost there. So you didn't used to be able to scroll all the way back up. So this is
no, I can't believe it.
I just saw something that I missed.
So that's 8:08 for me, I guess. 2 hours ahead.
There it is. Marie, Olga, thank you for your super sticker. Blessings to you. Totally missed that. All right, 6:08. Right. We can do this. Almost there. I picked a one that was too far up. Sorry, guys.
There's 8:08. Okay, and how many numbers down?
3 numbers down, and that is Awakening with Susan. Woo!
All right.
There you are.
Congratulations on the lovely oracle deck.
That is awesome.
So cute.
So, Awakening with Susan, I need you to contact me at Debbie@freebirdspirit.com. Let me we'll exchange so I can have your address so I can send these out to you as a fun Fri-Yay giveaway gift. Thank you to Andrea. Awesome. Okay. Now the second one.
Here comes some more psychic math. What was the timestamp of the second winner?
So the second, right. So 38 minutes in equals an 11. So if anybody's wondering, okay. Now we're going to go 69 minutes in. Which is 6, right? It's a 6. So
yeah, but 69 minutes is what time?
Oh.
An hour and 9 minutes into the show, which is what time your time?
30. Would it be 6:39? Is that what it is? 6:39?
I was looking at Kim to get that answer. 6:39. Here we go, down to 6:39. Luckily, we're almost there.
8:39 my time. I'm just scrolling along with you, trying to see.
Oh, good.
So once you hit 8:39, you're going to count how many people down from
that? It will be the first one.
Well, the first one. Okay. It's exciting.
It really is. Super exciting. Who is it, guys? I wonder if other people are already there. So they're like, I can't see the live chat. Oh, I'm in the live chat. No wonder.
31.
almost, I got 30.
32, 33, 36.
38, 39, 30. Ooh, a lot of comments. So Mimi got it. So Mimi,
Oh, nice.
Yay!
if you are here, this is the
Yay.
beautiful deck, the
clarifier deck.
Clarifier deck. Awesome deck. So email me, Debbie@freebirdspirit.com, and I can get these sent out to you. So, yay. Thank you
That
again,
was
Andrea.
fun.
So fun. I love giveaways.
Yeah, that's really fun. Nice.
All right. Did anybody comment down here on this?
Congratulations to the winners has been commented.
Are any of the winners here?
Awaking with Susan is here.
Oh, good. So she said, yay.
Yay.
And, oh, yeah, you are here. Yay. So Awakening with Susan's here. So make sure to contact me, Debbie@freebirdspirit.com. And then I see the other Mimi here, but I don't see the Mimi. But so if you guys see the other Mimi, please let her know she was the winner. And contact me. Yay.
And if she doesn't find out, we'll have to give it away again.
We will do it again. Hey, we love giveaways. Let's do it again.
So speaking of mail, I had sent Debbie each of those decks and she never got them. So I sent them again and then she got them both.
On the same day.
On the same day.
Oh my gosh.
You guys have to hear this story. So she sends them to me and tracks them, everything. She has the whole tracking thing. She did the whole thing. And she's like, it says it arrived. And there was nothing. It wasn't there. And she called the United States Postal Service. Oh, Mimi. Oh, good. She's here. Okay.
Mr. Joy.
And they're like, well, it probably was stolen, blah, blah. Well, no one, literally, there's no mailbox stealing in my little cul-de-sac. No one would come down here and do that. It just never happens. I send so much mail out because I used to have an online boutique. I send lots, and I pile my mailbox full and all around it of packages sitting there all day for the mailman. So nothing has ever done that before. And for this one little package that literally looks like part of the mail was gone.
Yeah,
and
tiny little box. Yeah.
So
my gosh.
So then she sends it again. And I want to say it was almost 3 weeks later, right? Like a month, 3 weeks later at least. She's like, it came, there. It says it's there. And I go out. So both of them came. Both of them came at the same day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I phoned the Joy and we had a conversation.
So then she called the Joy and said, dude. So yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. So that's how that played out. And that's our postal service. But I don't know. We should do a reading on it. What really happened?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, all that being said, the thing that I was so blessed about with Andrea was that she said, well, I have to believe that whoever has them is supposed to get them. So that's happening anyway.
Yeah.
So we have this giveaway, and whoever's getting them, we feel supposed to get them, right?
We're supposed to get them.
Yeah. So that really came true, Andrea, and I love that attitude that you had.
Yeah, that's nice.
So happy Friday, everyone. Have a good weekend. Please stay warm. Let us keep us posted if we need to be praying for you and all that. And we will continue to pray for Jeffrey, Red Color. And yeah, we just love you guys. And I love Andrea and Kim so much.
And I love you guys.
Thank you. I love you guys too. It's
And
always
we'll
so
be
fun.
together on Monday for another ladies' night.
That's
Three of
right.
us.
And I
Yeah.
already,
Is it your channel, Andrea?
Yep, Monday
Yeah.
night on my channel,
Okay.
Lilac Lantern
and I
Tarot.
already have mine
Lantern.
chosen. I already have mine chosen.
Oh, excellent.
Ooh.
And then we have our class starting on Tuesday, our beginning, and we have one spot left.
One spot.
Yeah.
Who will be the lucky one? Yeah, we're starting Tuesday, and it's our beginning courses from very beginning to our last one that we just did. So it's all beginning
10 weeks.
intuitive course and then medium course. 10 weeks.
10 weeks. Yeah. So I'm excited. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
And so that's that. So
Yeah.
happy Friday. Love you all, and we'll see you all soon.
Bye.